In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Xlookup formula in Microsoft Excel. We're going to build a simple table first, and then use a nested Xlookup, often called a Xlookup, to find a final value based on both a search name and a selected component like bonus. Start by opening Microsoft Excel and looking at an empty worksheet. You will be placing headers in specific cells so the spreadsheet is clear and easy to work with. In cell A1, type Staff. In cell B1, type Base. In cell C1, type Bonus. After you type each header, take a brief moment to make sure the text matches exactly, because the later formula will rely on the structure you create. Next, we will add a second set of headers for the lookup area. In cell E1, type Target Name. In cell F1, type Target Pay Component. In cell G1, type Final Value. This section will act like a small input form where you choose who you want and which component you want to retrieve. Make sure these headers land in the correct cells, since your Xlookup will reference these positions indirectly through the arrays. Now that the headers are in place, you will fill in the main data table. Fill cells A2 to A3 with employee names Anna and Ben. Take your time here and ensure that A2 is Anna and A3 is Ben, because the lookup for the target name will search through A2, A3, and return the corresponding row. Then fill cells B2 to B3 with base amounts 3,000 and 4,000. Place 3,000 in B2 and 4,000 in B3. Immediately after that, fill cells C2 to C3 with bonus amounts 500 and 800. Put 500 in C2 and 800 in C3. At this point, your spreadsheet has a clean structure. Each staff member has a base value and a bonus value on the same row. Once your data table is ready, we will set up the lookup inputs. Type your search name Ben into cell E2, then type component header bonus into cell F2. It is helpful to remember that these two input cells will determine what the final formula returns, so keep them exactly as you type them. Now we will move to the cell where the result will appear. Click on cell G2 to select your dynamic two-way intersection cell. This is the cell that will display the final value based on the combination of the target name and the target component you selected. Next comes the formula itself. Type the formula Xlookup E2, A2, A3, Xlookup F2, B1, C1, B2, C3 directly into cell G2. As you type, focus on the exact parentheses and commas, because nested formulas depend on that punctuation. If you notice any mismatch, pause and correct it before pressing Enter. To finish, press the Enter key to run the nested matrix search query. After Excel calculates the result, cell G2 should display the corresponding value for Ben when the selected component is bonus. This happens because the inner Xlookup uses the component label in F2 to find the correct column, and then the outer Xlookup uses the employee name in E2 to find the correct row within that selected column range. Take a moment to understand what you have created, because that understanding is what makes the Xlookup powerful. You are essentially telling Excel to first select a component column, and then select the value from the row that matches the staff name. The ranges B1, C1, and B2, C3 provide the headers and the data layout that make the two-way lookup possible. If you want to test the behavior after this is working, you can change the target name in E2 or change the target pay component in F2, and Excel will update the result automatically in G2. That dynamic update is one of the main reasons this approach is so useful in real spreadsheets, and that covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.